Championship Day at Blacktown, the 2026 Little League Australian Championship coming to its crescendo. And we have two games here on Baseball Plus to round out what has been another outstanding tournament. And what would you know, the sun is out for the sixth straight day. Beautiful conditions all week. We have been absolutely blessed. And we've also been absolutely blessed in the quality of baseball we have seen this week. It's the bronze medal game, the Eastern Phantoms from WA and the Adelaide Marlins playing for the title of third best Little League team in Australia for 2026. Both teams going down in yesterday's semi-final. The Marlins unable to overcome Ride Red, and the Eastern Phantoms falling short against their state rivals in the Central Firebirds. It'll be the Marlins, a designated home team after the coin toss. Hunter Ong fires in, strike one to Nick Rowland, and we're underway in our bronze medal game. This game will have a 2-hour time limit, being that one ripped into right field and over the top and in over to the fence, and Nick Rowland off to the races. He's headed to third. Has he got himself a stand-up dribble? He does. And pumping up his dugout. He takes off his batting gloves over there at third. Perfect start for this Eastern Phantoms side, who were kept quiet yesterday against Jacob Krowek. It was 6 innings strong with a baker's dozen in strikeouts, tied for the tournament lead. Over 2/3, they're going to come home. Throws not in line, so the fielder's choice allows Jack McKay to reach.
You will need to unlock your iPhone first.
Siri just interrupting me there. Right idea by Cameron Majewski, just couldn't hit his target. And first run on the board. Darcy Brewis. Nobody out. Fouls it off to the right side. On to Ong ahead, 0-2. Cooper Kenny in left. Connor Maidment in centre, and at right field, Jack Robertson. Long hold by Ong as he gets his signal from Patman. To the right side, William Cox throws over to second after standing on the bag. And he'll get the out at first. Jack McKay will move up to second. Nice work by William Cox. We saw a 3-6 double play yesterday. First baseman in that one was a little bit closer to the bag, so didn't take as much time to get the ball up to second. Lachlan Kendall had a big triple in yesterday's game. Cameron Majewski is the left fielder. Chevy Roach at short. Mandel Gua at second. William Cox at first, and Oscar Patman doing the catching. Hunter Ong on the mound. Three and 2/3 for Ong. His only appearance in the tournament. Surrendered just 2 hits, struck out 4. Didn't allow a run. Through 52 pitches in that outing. He's got 2 away here. With Lachlan Kendall striking out. Brings up Mitch Rennick. The rest of the lineup is Ashton Westwood, Oliver Duck, Paddy Thomas, Ari Kelly, Carter Stingers. That one to the shortstop. Nice job by Chevy Roach to throw out Mitch Rennick at first. And the top of the first comes to an end. The Phantoms get 1 on the board. They led it 1-0 as we head to the bottom. Welcome to my house. Chevy Roach, Jack Robinson, Oscar Patman, Cameron Bajewski, Hunter Ong, Mandel Guar for the Adelaide Marlins with Connor Maidment, William Cox, William Miles, Hamish Lee, Cooper Kenny, and Bronx Manning. That's the Marlins batting lineup for this bronze medal game. That one off the end of the bat. Swinging bunt by Roach. And a nice job by Darcy Brewers to get down off the mound. Throw out the speedy Roach at first. Oscar Archibald in left, Jake McKay in centre field. And in right field, Carter Stingers. Ashton Westwood is at third, with Nick Rowland at short. The second base is Oliver Duck, with Lachlan Kendall at first. And Mitch Rennick doing the catching in this one. Darcy Brewis, 5 2/3 on the tournament. That one to the left side. Westwood, tough day of it yesterday. And with a bit of a bobble, gets it over the first to retire Jack Robinson by a shoelace for out number 2. 5 2/3 for Brewis in 2 appearances. One of them a start, one of them in relief. 3 runs all earned on 8 hits rather. Just the 1 walk and 6 strikeouts, 3 of them looking. Out here to earn his team a bronze medal. To the left side again, Westwood in the thick of it. And Oscar Patman's too quick up that first base line. He'll beat it out. Ball's hit harder at Westwood than the last one. Picked it up cleaner as well. Still made a good strong throw. Patman a little bit quicker than Robertson. That's a 2-out single here in the bottom of the first. get away from the catcher, and Patman will move up to second. And straight back up the middle goes Cameron Majewski. A nice strong throw. Gets away from the catcher though. And Patman comes in to score. Majewski's going to go all the way up to third. If that ball loose on the infield. And the Marlins are a shoelace away from being retired. And they get a couple of hits. And a defensive miscue. See Patman around third, put on the brakes, watch the ball come in, and as soon as it got away from the catcher, he went the last 45 feet into home to tie up this ball game. Number 1 to Hunter Ung. Straight back up the middle, almost for a base hit, but Nick Rowland was there, and he makes the catch to end things in the first. Both teams on the board as 1-1 to the second we go. Nice kick first inning. Now, bronze medal game. It will be a 2-hour time limit game, but we do need a result. So the scores are tied either at the end of extras or at the end of the 2-hour time limit. We will play until we determine a winner. From Westwood holds back the swing, and Patman will now ask if he went. Patman thought home plate umpire was going to call it a strike. Quickly appealed when he didn't hear the call. Swing and miss by Westwood. No rally. John Stewart proper, Adam Waite and Paul Carthy. No umpires for this bronze medal game. Congratulations to the umpires for their appointment. Can't hold back. And Westwood down on strikes for the first out here in the second. Oliver Duck now for the Phantoms. Ball down. Ollie D from the UWA Magpies. Takes that pitch for a ball. Now 2-1. Can't catch up to that one. Count now 2-2. Strike 3. Duck down on strikes. For the second down, it's a pair of them now for Ong. Bit of a utility. Plays all around the infield. Plays with the under 14 Division 1 Golden Grove Dodgers. Says he had a consistent season. Started playing T-ball at 6 years old. His brother was playing at the time, and a couple of years into his baseball career as an 11-year-old. So last year, in fact, he won the Caps medal in the under 11s. He says his biggest influence is his brother Blake. Strike 3, strikes out the side. Here in the top of the second. To the bottom we go, tied at 1. Mandel Gua will lead it off for the Adelaide Marlins. Tied at 1 in our bronze medal game. A championship game for you at 1:15 this afternoon. Stadium filled with all of the athletes. It'll be another championship game in an electric atmosphere. Nothing will quite beat Year 1 here at Blacktown, when we had the Division 2 teams here as well, and 3 straight pitches. Darcy Brewis, he says, "I see you, Hunter Ong." Striking out the side. I'm going to do the same. Yeah, this stadium was rocking in that championship game. Game that Hills would win with a late run. Hit to Connor Maidment. William Cox will be the third hitter in this inning. Try and get it to the bottom 4 of Will Miles, Hamish Lee, Cooper Kenny and Bronx Manning. It's in there for a called strike. Maidment drops his bat in disbelief. Count goes to 1 and 2. Bruce fires it in. Maidment lifts it into centre field. And nice catch. And Jake McKay out there in centre field for out number 2. Sonny's needed today out there for McKay. Away for ball 1 here to William Cox. Pops it up and land on the grandstand roof. 1-1. Brewers on to his mates as Big Das, pitcher, catcher. Swinging a miss by Cox. It's 1-2. He likes striking out batters with all his different types of pitches. It's a great challenge that he loves. That one through the legs of Rowland at shortstop, and then a roll into the outfield, almost gets to the fence. Cox around first and just into second in time ahead of the tag. Oliver Duck at second base, and Cox goes fishing with a big double. So 2-out double for the Marlins. Powering around just at the last second, gets his foot to the base ahead of the tag by Duck, and they'll use some small ball. Ball gets away. Brewers misses his target at first base. William Cox comes in to score, and going all the way around to third, showing a clean pair of heels is William Miles, and the two Williams combining to put the Marlins on top. Cox with the double. And then Miles using his speed for a bunt single and then a 2-base error, and he finds himself at third base. Phil Kendall just out to speak to his infield just to settle them down. Get them to take a big deep breath and reset themselves to find this third out in the bottom of the second. Darcy Brewer says he likes how the batter doesn't know what he's throwing when he's pitching. He says he took up catching 2 years and now he likes being at the other end. And now for a called strike to Hamish Lee. Hamish Lee, the tied league or tournament leader in strikeouts in a game with 13. And there, tied him yesterday for Ryde in that semi-final. And Darcy Brewis strikes out the strikeout leader in Hamish Lee and gets the Phantoms off the field. But the Marlins get a run. It's 2-1 and we're off to the third. Well, if you're looking for an excuse to get involved in baseball, now is the perfect time. Participation numbers are growing. An 11% increase on numbers last year and 22% October to October. Retention rates also well above the industry standard. Now, the year 777 never owned a glove or even picked up a baseball. Baseball community is more vibrant than ever and will welcome you into the fold. Visit baseball.com.au today. Find a club near you and get started. And on the outside, it's Ari Kelly for ball one. To the hitter in the 9 hole for the Phantoms. Fouls it off. Strike 3. Direction, strike 2. I have myself now 2 and 2 in the dirt. Nicely scooped by Patman. Been solid behind the dish for the Marlins these last few games. And straight back up the middle goes Kelly. Makes that full count pitch. Bat on ball, finds the barrel. Couldn't find the barrel yesterday. Phantoms team shut down by their WA counterparts. Taking the runner back at first, but Kelly's in there just ahead of the throw. Nice job by Patman. Shows bunt, pulled it back. Stingers 2 hits on the tournament. Scored twice. Struck out 3 times and hasn't walked. 2 for 14. Throws a little bit wide by Ong. Nice job by Stingers to avoid contact over there at first. Thrown from the pitcher Ong to Robinson. Took Robinson across the bag in the foul territory. A lot of debate at the moment whether or not MLB needs the safety base. Just got the foot back on the bag. Robertson started the game in right field, now at first. One retired here in the third. Phantoms trying to tie up this bronze medal game. And there for a called strike. Count now 2 and 1. Henry Nichols. He's got 4 hits in the tournament. Making an even 400. 2 RBI, 4 runs, 2 walks, 4 strikeouts. Straight down the middle, you can make that 5 strikeouts. Comes to Ong. Trying to strand that runner at third. So 2 away. Archibald lays off that pitch, but it's called strike on the outer corner. Archibald pokes at that one. Didn't like it. Quickly in the hole, 0-2. Swing and a miss. Wong has another strikeout. We've got 6 now through 3 innings as we go to the bottom. The Marlins leading 2-1. Australia's own PTP is proudly supporting baseball events across the country, bringing nearly a decade of dedication to the sport and its athletes. PTP offers a wide variety of strength and conditioning equipment designed to make athletes stronger, more powerful and ready to perform. Whether you're training at home, in the park or at the gym, PTP has you covered. You can visit ptpfit.com today and get the tools you need to power your game. Right side, over the head of Paddy Thomas, that's all the way to the wall. Cooper Kenny off to the races. He has himself a triple. That's how things start here in the third. Each team now with a triple. Nick Rowland, he went all the way to third to start the game. Now Adelaide looking to tack on to their lead inside corner. Bronx Manning for a called strike. And that swing and miss is down the count 0-2. Fouls that one off, gets a little bit of a piece on it. First extra base hit for the tournament for Cooper Kenny. Just the one hit through pool play in yesterday's semi-final. Swing and a miss. Bronx Manning goes down on strikes. For out number one, but it brings the top of the lineup back around for Chevy Roach. Ball one to Roach. It's after a strike, now 1-1. Roach grounded out to Darcy Brewis in the bottom of the first. Well, they got a run in the first. Run in the second, trying to score here in the third. 2 runs coming on 4 hits. Phantoms also with a couple of defensive errors. Pokes it right side into his own dugout. And the count goes to 1-2. Phantoms with 1 run on 2 hits. And the pitcher issuing and he walks at this point. Which is what you'd expect at this end of the tournament with the best pitchers available. Roach down on strikes. 4 strikeouts now for Brewers. 35 pitches through 2 2/3 innings. To the right side. Duck over to Kendall for out number 3, and that triple stranded at third. So we're halfway home in our bronze medal game, and it's the Adelaide Marlins leading the Eastern Phantoms 2-1. Hunter Ong with 6 strikeouts, back out for his 4th inning of work. Just a run on 2 hits, 40 pitches through the first 3 innings. And a little bit tight on leadoff man Nick Rowland. Count goes to 1-1. Tyson Brewers, 36 pitches through 3 innings for the Phantoms, so his pitches very economical. Got it off. It's 2-2. Popped up. Flash over there between Gua and Roach. It's Gua that holds on to it. Players high 5 as they record out number 1 to start the 4th. It's a little bit out in front of that breaking ball. 2 players come together. Roach says, sorry, Mandel. Don't mind a bit of a collision, so long as the play is made. It's when the ball drops that the case for a bit of frustration. A strike in there to Jack Robinson. It's quickly 0-2. Ducking out of the way is McKay, in fact, the hitter. Into the wrong lineup. That's 2 away. 7th strikeout for Hunter Ung. Brewis through the left side. Gets himself up a 2-out hit. Extends the inning here for the Phantoms in the top of the 4th. Brewers being the pitcher and 2 out, he'll have a courtesy runner come out for him. Jack McKay Get his chance to run the bases after striking out. Probably figures he's a little bit unlucky. In the pitches that was called strike 3, he was trying to duck out of the way of. And into centre field off the end of the bat of Lachlan Kendall, and it keeps the inning going. Here for the Phantoms, 2 on, 2 out. And that's Australians. Trailing by a run. It's the Phantoms and Marlins that faced off in the final game of pool play. That one in the glove and races over to third. Cameron Majewski to retire. Jack McKay on the fielder's choice, and after back-to-back 2-out singles, the Adelaide Marlins get themselves out of it and keep it a 2-run ball game. Headed to the bottom of the 4th. Darcy Brewer's back out on the mound for the Phantoms. Team trailing by a run in this bronze medal game. Just out of the UWA Magpies, had a really good season. Made the Charter Grand Final. Brewers with the most home runs in the Little League Charter of 17s with 4 home runs. It's his second appearance at the Little League National Championship. Started in his 7-year-old sister's T-ball team at the age of 4 years old. His dad was the coach and his mum was the manager. Played together for 6 seasons as he gets Oscar Patton with a strikeout to start the inning. Got an unassisted triple play. He's also played 4 seasons of machine pitch, 2 seasons of Little League, 1 season of intermediate as an underage player. His mum and dad are his biggest fans. His cat even got the nickname or the name of Phantom after his Eastern Phantoms charter team. That one ripped into the gap, and looks like we've got ourselves our second triple, although a bit of hesitation. Cameron Majewski picks up the 3rd triple of this ball game, second one for the Marlins. A little bit unsure as he rounded seconds. Got a few steps towards third. Picked up the speed and now stands at third. Stands as the 3rd run for the Marlins in this bronze medal game. Strike 1 into Hunter Orm. Over the glove of Oliver Duck at second. Stuck his glove out for the ball as opposed to moving across and getting his body behind it. He gets through and into right field, and that run comes in for Adelaide. Darcy Brewer says his biggest influence is Tyson Edwards, an older player. And he's watched as he's grown up. Tyson went to the Junior League and Senior League with the Eastern Phantoms. Says he's seen Tyson go to the World Series and he wants to do the same thing. Pretty good goal to have as a young player. Fortunately for him, it just won't be this season. The throw down a second. It would have been in time, except it sails over Nick Rowland's head. Hunter Orm will have the stolen base. Nice throw by Carter Stingers. Back behind the dish now after starting the game in right field. Swing and miss by Gua. Count goes to 2-1. That one popped up. Now to play it. Out on the roof. On the grandstand. The count goes to 2-2. Tell you what. It's a pretty informative bio by Darcy Brewis. Great insights into his young baseball career. Very well thought out answers. One of the more impressive ones we've gone through in this tournament. Brewer strikes out. Important out for the Phantoms, trying to keep this margin at 2. Brewer's really focused on his pitching before this tournament. He was a catcher in Intermediate League. He'll be the best 3 pitchers in his charter team. He's had 2 professional state league trainers training him. Now he feels like he's ready to go, and he's doing a really good job for the Phantoms here. The Marlins have scored 3 runs. That one will be in the dirt. Get away from Stingers. Allow Wong to move up to 3rd. Alex Hawthorne says he's the best catcher. He likes to watch Jesus Luzardo. His favourite memory of Luzardo was when Soto did his Soto shuffle. Luzardo threw a 100-mile-an-hour strike past him on the very next pitch. He was a pretty talented athlete. Playing Aussie rules, field hockey, floorball in the summer, and cricket. Straight back up the middle though, and that run comes in to score. Connor Maidman extends the Adelaide advantage here in the bottom of the 4th. The Marlins getting bat on ball. Phantoms have had a few chances, just haven't been able to pull the trigger. They have had the runners on base. Marlins finding the timely base hits. Darcy says he caught 14 of the 16 games during the summer after his Morley Eagles head coach asked him to be the catcher for the Intermediate League season. The most total chances with 125 and a 975 fielding percentage. He won the Heart and Hustle Award for his team. Find the last strike here on William Cox. Cox already has a double. Breaking ball, nicely executed, down and away. Laid off by Cox, and the count goes to 2-2. So watch out for Lachlan Kendall. He's an awesome pitcher and hits bombs. Great kid, great friend to have on the team. Fun on and off the diamonds. Cox fouls that one off his knee, it looked like. He also says that Lachlan Kendall's a great leader. Starts Bruce, you get my profile of the tournament. Swing and a miss. Against a strikeout of Cox to end the inning, but another run of the Marlins. They make it 4-1 as we head to the fifth.
Let's have some fun today.
Win or lose, always do your best. Good job. Here we go, kid.
Let's do this, girls. We got this.
Let's get the bats going. Find yours. Find yours. Get there, baby. Get there, kid. 1, 2, 3. Let's go, Gordon.
Here we go, 3. 1, 2, 3. Little league. All right, girls, let's go get him. Come on.
Strikeout to start the inning. Armstrong Westwood goes down for the second time today. And the Duck also 0 for 1. Long putting in quite the performance here in this bronze medal game. As he would have been the starter. And the Marlins gone through to gold. Touched on it earlier, this game was the last game of pool play on Saturday. Marlins were 4-0. Phantoms 3-1. It was the Phantoms who won that game. The Marlins couldn't lose that game by more than 5 runs. Otherwise, they may have missed out on the playoffs, but as it turned out, Brisbane Metro beat Rye Black. Another strikeout for Hunter Ong. That's 8 now on the day. Top of the fifth, so figure we won't see him now pitch Hamish Lee, or get Hamish Lee's tournament record, which is also held by Aaron Dare from Ryde. So both of these teams knew by the end of their game. The result didn't actually matter by the end of it. And Hunter Ong strikes out the side. The Phantoms down to their final 3 outs of the tournament, trailing in this ball game 4-1. And it's time to stretch here in our bronze medal game.
Here's to generations of fearless, unstoppable.
Hit hard on the ground from his knees. She is safe.
I can, and I will.
Good game for Monet Davis.
And I in. Here's to the next generation. Find your league. Get in the game.
Straight into the bottom of the fifth. The Marlins batting quicker than the Eastern Phantoms would have hoped they would have been. And the Adelaide Marlins 3 outs away from Little League bronze. The first top 3 placing for a South Australian team since the 2018 tournament. The Adelaide Seahawks finished second to the Gold Coast Cougars. Gold Coast Cougars, the first Queensland team to claim the Little League National Championship. New South Wales have won 8 of the 17 tournaments. They won the inaugural one back in 2008 with Hills North taking it out against an Adelaide team. Adelaide Southern, as they were back then, were second in 2008-2009, winners in 10 and 11, and the runners-up once more in 2013, the last time South Australian, and then second in 2018. 2 wins and 4 second places for South Australian teams here at the Little League National Championship. Darcy Brewis walks the first hitter of the game. He has 7 strikeouts. Hunter Ong 10. Drought for Perth, not as long. Drought for West Australian, rather, not as long as South Australia. The last time a West Australian team won it was 12 years ago, back in 2014, the first year of direct entry for Australian Little League charter winners. Perth Metro North defeating Manly in the final of that game. Swan Hill Aces finishing 3rd. The gold medal game will feature the charter teams who have been runners-up in the last 2 championship tournaments, Hills Red and the Central Firebirds. They've also finished, Century Charters finishing 3rd in the last 3 years. The Firebirds finishing 3rd back in 2023, Ride finishing 3rd in 2024. Darcy Brewis strikes out Hamish Lee. The first out of the inning, and that's 8 strikeouts now for Brewis. Can he get to 10? One popped up right side. And once we have a big Phantoms comeback in the top of the 6th. Marlins are 3 outs away from claiming 3rd place in this year's tournament. Swing and a miss on that pitch by Cooper Kenny. Ball got away from Stingers. And Will Miles moved up to second. The only walk of the inning, drawn by Will Miles. The Marlins find one more run to really take it away from the Phantoms. One foul away. Bottom of the fifth here in Blacktown in the Australian Little League bronze medal game for 2026. Out away, nice at bat here by Kenny. Fell behind 0-2. Now fouled off a couple of tough pitches, and the count remains 1-2. We'll have a nice 2.5 hour break before our championship game. We'll have interviews with the managers, team lineups, team lineup announcements and introductions. And the first pitch at 1:30. In the dirt for ball two. Stingers can't find it. And Miles will move up to third. Breaking ball in the dirt. Still just one away here in the bottom of the fifth, and now an opportunity for Adelaide to tack on another run. Run in the first, second, and 2 in the fourth, trying to add a fifth one here in the fifth. That one ripped in the gap. That'll get all the way to the fence. We'll be off to the races here for Cooper Kenny. Nice little bounce off the fence, though. And Cooper Kenny's going to keep coming around. He's going to be out at third. The stop sign was up. And Kenny is retired after the double. He already had a triple. He was going for his second one. It was a nice bounce off the fence for Jack McKay. And the Phantoms defense got the ball in quickly. They hit the cutoff and roll, and it touched it up to Ashton Westwood. Time to get the out, you see. A long way away from the bag by the time the ball got to Westwood. It's tricky though as well as a fielder when you have the ball and you get it with so much time to ensure that you apply the tag early enough to get the out. Sometimes you have so much time you forget what you're doing. 2-0, hit a Bronx Manning. Completing the second time through the order for the Marlins. Brewers trying to leave it there. Starting to run out of pitches, Darcy Brewers. That was pitch 79. He'll have probably just the one more batter if he can't get Manning here. Soft on the ground, Brewers. And he throws a big strike over there to first base to retire Bronx Manning. Another run on the board. They've scored in 4 of the 5 innings, the Marlins. They lead at 5-1, and they're 3 outs away from bronze here at the 2026 Australian Little League Championship. Catcher rather, bounce straight back to the catcher. That one, line shot, Hikaru Kaneko.
Punch through to left field, glove is up and it is through.
Hard shot from Ben Beasley and a diving Jackson Ham.
Punch through, double play opportunity here for the Sharks. Opting to tag is applied and the throw to first.
Enemies down on strikes, back-to-back strikeout.
That's hit through, oh what a catch. Oh, that is punched down to left field. It is allowing. It is over.
Strike 3, Brisbane North, your 2025 Australian Little League champions. Ari Kelly to lead it off for the Phantoms down to their final three outs in this bronze medal game. The first placing for a South Australian team since 2018. Well, voting for the 2026 All-Star game is currently open, and putting a call out to the Australian public. Ari Kelly strikes out. 11 now for Hunter Ong. Putting a call out to you, the Australian public, to get 2 Australians into the All-Star game. Curtis Mead and Travis Rosana has been killing it since he was called up. Now hitting it at the top of the lineup for the Cleveland Guardians. You can vote 5 times a day up until June 29th. So go to the MLB.com All-Star Game voting page. Cast your votes today and every day for the next 21 days. It's 105 votes you can make to get Travis Rosana and Curtis Mead into the 2026 All-Star Game in Philadelphia. Stingers 0-2. Zone for a ball. Stingers just checks the count. That's 1 ball and 2 strikes. Dozen now for Ong. Stingers down, swinging and missing, and Delgua just goes and steps on the base just in case. Stingers walked back to his dugout, so he's out regardless. And Hunter Ong, 1 strikeout away from tying Hamish Lee, his teammate, and Aaron Dare for the tournament league in strikeouts in a game. Swing and a miss. Phantoms down to their final strike. Game that started just an hour and 7 minutes ago. Maybe our quickest game of the tournament. That is 13 for Hunter Ong, and the Adelaide Marlins grab 3rd place at the 2026 Australian Little League Championship. A run in the first, a run in the second, 2 in the fourth, and a run in the 5th on 7 hits. And the Phantoms managed just 4 hits for their sole run of the game. And the Marlins claim 3rd. The Phantoms will finish 4th here at the 2026 Australian Little League Championship. A great job by Hunter Ong on the mound. 13 strikeouts, allowing just that 1 run. Darcy Brewis was great. All 5 runs coming in were actually unearned as he strikes out 8 on 81 pitches. Hunter Ong going the distance on 74 pitches. Didn't walk a batter. Helped the Marlins to a 3rd place, the first placing for a South Australian team since 2018. Congratulations to the Adelaide Marlins. Well, just 1 game remains on the schedule here on Baseball Plus, and it's the big one. It'll come your way at 1:30. Join us prior to that for the player introductions and catch-ups with the coaches prior to the championship game between Ride Red and the Central Firebirds. That wraps things up for this morning's game. We'll see you back here this afternoon to crown our 2026 Australian Little League champion.